Today I'm going to review my Shimano SPD Ultegra pedals. Before I put them on my Colnago vintage build, I had them on my Trek M/SL6. In total, I've had these pedals now for 8 years. I've done 20,000 kilometers on them, so I think I've got a pretty good idea how they've stood up. Now, for those of you that haven't got much time and you want to know how good they are, I'll tell you now, these pedals are absolutely fantastic. Go out and buy them. For all of you that've got a little bit more time, hang with me for a minute. I'm going to take the pedals off and I'm going to tell you all about them. Okay guys, got the pedals off. First thing to do is let's weigh them. They should be about 248 grams. I've got them in at 257, which is pretty light for a pair of road pedals. If you look at the competitors, something like Look Blades, or thinking Wahoo Speed Play, something like that, they come in at around 220, 230, a little bit lighter. If you want to go super light, you could go Timex Pro. I think they come in at about 185. But for a pair of road pedals, yeah, that's actually pretty light. An alternative way to go, you could go for something like the Shimano 105s. I think they're about 265, so another 20 grams heavier. Or you could go the other way and go for the Dura Ace, which again Shimano, they're about 222, I think. But overall, yeah, no problem at all with weight. I think that's pretty competitive, unless you're going for hill climbs, when okay, you would maybe go for the Timex Pros, but otherwise absolutely no complaints with weight whatsoever. When it comes to durability, I just can't imagine you can get a better pedal. These things, they're like kryptonite. I've used them for over 20,000 kilometers. I've never once had to repair them, had a problem with them, absolutely nothing, and I've done nothing to them. If you compare that to some of the other pedals I have, and I'm going to review those later, I've got 2 pairs of Crank Brother stamp pedals, stamp 3, stamp 7. I'm always having to take them apart, re-grease them, repair them. Quite honestly, they're a pain in the arse. But these things, absolutely amazing. I have got nothing to say bad about them. If there's a better pair of pedals out there for durability, I just can't believe it. These things got 11 out of 10. I haven't got anything to really compare a set of road pedals to, because I've only ever used Shimano, but I've had no problems with them at all. They're very easy to get in and out of, clip in and out of. They've got a tension adjustment here, so if you do need to alter that, yes you can. I've never ever put a hex key in here, but it goes in this little attachment here. Okay, that should be easy to use. For those of you that do want to alter the tension, I've never had to. Another thing I like about these, and apparently in comparison to some other pedals, is that it has got a good wide base. I've got very wide feet, and I find these got a good platform for wide feet. Yeah, I like them a lot. I've used them on long rides, 4 or 5 hours, and I just haven't had any problem. They're nice and smooth as well. Comfort, yeah, I can use these for hours and hours. Again, I have 0 complaints with these pedals. I'm laughing here because I've got to review these for maintenance and I haven't had to do any. So really, it's a complete unknown. I still can't believe that I've had these for 20,000 kilometers and they've not even squeaked, nothing. So yeah, they seem to be maintenance free, and if you read some of the reviews that you find on Google, they say left alone these are lasting indefinitely, and I can honestly believe it. Now if you do need to maintain them, apparently that's very easy as well. They can be easily taken apart, re-greased, put together in the space of 5 minutes. So here you have a pair of pedals, 8 years old, 20,000 kilometers on the clock, maintenance free, and when you do have to maintain them, easy peasy. Now, if you'd told me 8 years ago that I could get a pair of pedals that would be maintenance free, go on for 20,000 kilometres, be comfortable, do everything I wanted to, and it'd cost me, say, $250, $300, I'd pay. But the fact is, these are about 150, 160 US dollars. For that price, I think they're absolutely phenomenal value. If you have $150, $160, buy them. Honestly, buy them. Now there are alternatives. I just don't know how good they are, but I just can't see them being any better. I really can't. If I didn't have $150, $160, I'll probably go for the 105s, and the only difference I can see when I've looked at someone else who has 105s on is they're just a little bit heavier. You pay about $40, $50 less for 105s, and the weight penalty is about 20-30 grams. Alternatively, go the other way, and I did, because I took these pedals off my Trek SL6 Emonda and I put them onto my vintage bike, and I actually upgraded my Trek with a pair of Dura Ace pedals. They're absolutely superb. I think they're even better, but they'll cost you about another $50 more. However, if you've got the money, yeah, get the Dura Ace. I'm absolutely convinced that these Shimano 105 Ultegra and the Dura Ace pedals, I think they're superb. I have no qualms about recommending them to you. Okay guys, that's a pretty quick review. Now, for all of you that think, well, okay, you've given this such great marks, do I have an experience with pedals? I can tell you, I've got 5 pairs on other bikes, and I've got all these as well. I've got plenty of experience with pedals, and I'm telling you, these are superb. If you haven't got a pair of Shimano pedals already, just go and buy some. You honestly won't be disappointed. I am going to do a review of the Dura Ace pedals that I have on my other bike on the next video, and I'll do some comparisons between the Ultegras and the Dura Ace. After that, I'm going to do 2 videos showing the flat pedals, Crank Brother Stamp 3 and 7s. They're going to get an atrocious review, I can tell you now. So although this has got very high marks, trust me, I don't always give high marks. Look at some of my past reviews. They're lucky to get, I don't know, 35, 40 marks often. So to give something like a pedal such high marks, it'll tell you everything you need to know. I honestly, genuinely believe that these are virtually impossible to beat. That's all for now. As ever, enjoy your bikes, enjoy your rides, and I'll see you in the next video.